Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everything going good out there. Um, I made a few videos in the past on some, women and stuff like that. Not to bash women, and I'm not bashing all a certain type of woman, but a lot of these women, what they're doing on these videos, tell the whole story, and you got even other women calling out other women on their shenanigans, and even though all all races, classes of women do this, but it seems like it always goes back to this one specific group of women. It had to be black women, but it's black women calling out for their behavior. In this video, I'm going to show you what they're talking about, what's going on, and I'm telling you, I don't know if it's the chemicals that they use in their hair, or some trauma they passed, but something ain't registering right with some women, not all, but some. But check this video out.
This isn't just a place to live, it's a place to work and play. Get your fitness on and enjoy life.
Rise and shine. What's happening, Blackman? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Quick to be very transparent and just have a moment of accountability. I know I'm gonna get some heat for this, but that's okay. So I realized some of the mistakes that I made in my early 20s. So I had met a few good guys
In the prime of her life, okay? Let's go.
that actually wanted to date me.
Some good
And I
guys.
was like, no, like he's corny, like no, ain't got no.
He's lame. He has a job. He's not out there doing degenerate acts. He's just lame.
Way, he ain't got that that I'm looking for. Like, nah, not my type. Sorry, no thank you, not interested. So I went after what I thought was my type. The guy with a little edge. Bad boy, got a little side.
Yeah, that's right. The guy with the little edge. A little edge mean a few bodies on the Roscoe. Wearing 4-5 fake Cuban chains. Got all types of colorful rags around his head. Yeah, that guy.
Side to him, tattoos and all of that good stuff. The
That's right.
interesting theory.
Tattoos and all of that good stuff. The good stuff is the tattoos. Moses, man. He's
This guy. And I told y'all a lot about my toxic relationship. And man, after I went and took my ass over to where I thought the grass was greener on the other side, only thing that was on that side was trauma, mental abuse, and boy did I get dragged through the mud. You jump in my comments and make an example out of me. I want y'all to know something. I left those relationships traumatized. Not with no kids. A win is a win. So I was a good guy.
No. It's not a win for the guy that you actually, and because she says she's with a good guy now.
Yeah. And then
So it's not a win for him. It's a win for you. It's not a win for him. It's actually a loss because all that trauma, all those toxic traits that you have from that relationship, you done went and got with a dude, and now he's dealing with that trauma. Now he's dealing with those degenerate acts. And on top of that, he doesn't get you when you were in your prime. That is not a win for him. Yeah, a win for you.
now I realize I was wrong. And now I'm with a good guy now to come into my life. I am open to it. I am looking at more core values and personalities than looks. Yep. Just a moment of transparency for y'all.
This, fellas, is what you call the reach back. All right. This is the ultimate reach back. I've been talking about this for years. When I brought the concept of the reach back to the table, I explained this is what they do. They go out there, use their prime years for a pookie. This is not made up, man. This is what they do. This is not just a talking point. This is real. I've watched it for years. You've seen it for years.
And this is the idea of what their version of a true black man is. Believe it or not, there's some black women that think just like this, and they still, some of them never mature about it. This mindset. It goes into their 30s, some goes in their 40s, some go in their 50s, and they'll be given everything they got to a man. They don't offer nothing. But it's just that's their version, because you know how to scream and holler and curse and whatever, and it sounds like he's really out talking somebody and putting that aggression behind it. So that's what they fall for. No logic.
You've seen it for years. And look at her. She's washed. She is super washed. Look at her. She's not fly. She's not a 6, 7, 8, 9. She's literally below average. So in her prime, think about this. In her prime, right? In her prime, she was probably average. In her prime. Probably average in her prime. Then she get older, put on some weight, put a whole bunch of cake batter on her face. Now you older and bigger, and you done went from a 5 to a 3. From a 5 to a 2. And now he gets the 2. He doesn't even get the 5. Do you understand? Like, he doesn't even get the average. The good guy gets the below average.
Yes.
Y'all out here playing these games with them. I'm trying to tell y'all to stay away from them, because this is what they do. This is what they do. The reach back is real. The reach back, and these clowns is out here telling you there's some decent ones out there. No. And as far as marriage, I don't care who she is. Married, that's done. No. Unless you decide to go overseas to get married, where these Western laws won't OD on your pockets, where these Western laws won't take you to the cleaners, that's a done deal. Somebody asked me, what do you think about marriage? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unless if it was a Becky, Maria, or Ling Ling, because I see relationships with Becky, Maria, and Ling Ling. You know, they get with their guys early. They get with their guys early when they don't have anything, and they build with them, and they get married. I see things like that, but with Keisha, I don't see none of that. But if you are an older gentleman and you in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, it don't make no sense to get married to any one of them. Marriage is done. It don't make no sense to get married to any one of them. You'll never see me advocate for marriage. Only thing I advocate, black men, the only thing I advocate for is to get away from Keisha. That's what I advocate for. This is what I advocate for. You ask me, hey, what is your message? The message has always been the same. Stay away from Keisha. Because this is their number one playbook. This is their number one move in their playbook. This the only move in their playbook. Get taken on a Pound Tizzy tour. Get taken on a Pound Tizzy tour in their youth, and then go for the good guy when they're washed. And to think that just because you didn't have any kids when you was getting taken on Tizzy tours, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Yeah, you would have been worse for wear, but it still doesn't matter. You still washed. He's still not getting the best version of you. And the best version of you was whack. So you still done. So what do he get? He get a washed up Keisha protection. So this is what he gets. Absolutely.
This is Kirsten Gillibrand, your DSCC chairwoman. 6 out of 10 people reject.
If I could fight and drag and mollywop this bitch, I would. But I don't want to go to jail, and I would not.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine if you are new here. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. If you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel.
Let's get it from a woman's perspective.
I want to talk about one of the many reasons why black women will never be held accountable, and that is within the beauty industry, right? Black hairstylists are known all over the world, unfortunately, for being unprofessional, not caring about their clients, just canceling. Like, there's always this story about a black woman getting her hair appointment canceled or done wrong by a black stylist, right? A black woman. And why I say they will never be, black women will never be held accountable, because she gonna still have clients. No matter if women make videos about don't go to her, she's unprofessional, she's on this, she's on that, they're gonna still go to her. They're gonna still book. That's why I say we can't really make change, because we don't stand up for the right thing. Why would we all give our money to somebody who does not care about her people? The people who always claim to be girls, and offer the black women. If you offer black women, why would you not take better care of them? I've never been canceled on before, but I've had my experience with black hairstylists. And I get my natural hair done. I don't even wear weave. So I've had to sit in the shop for hours. You show up late. Like, excuse me? We've been sitting here for hours. You just scroll in 4 hours later like you ain't have a full shop of people waiting for you. And I had to, I went through that for a while before I decided, like, I'm not going to keep giving my money to somebody who don't value my time. That would be foolish of me. But again, myself, one person, or a few ain't going to stop these women, because people love to go to people who are popular, or who are this, who are that. They love that. So you can treat them any kind of way. You can cancel whenever you feel like. You can have them in the shop all night, all day long, without any explanation, no communication. Things happen. But these stylists are just, they don't have professional. They don't know how to be professional. They're not teaching that. I don't know why they're not teaching it, because I don't know what they learned in the hair school, but they can't be possibly teaching how to be professional. Because how do you make your problems my problems? And I want to share this clip of this recent woman who went viral for her sharing her stance on something that happened to her with a Atlanta hairstylist canceling her while she's in the shop, and she had an event to go to that day. And she shared her frustration, which I understand. And, you know, obviously everyone has their own opinions about it. But let me share the clip, and we're going to come back, we're going to talk about it.
Shit like this makes me feel completely justified to literally take it back to 19-year-old Joy and whoop somebody's ass. Because, bitch, I want to fight it. Because you're fucking playing with me. I had a 1 o'clock appointment. You claim you didn't know that you had an appointment. She's at the salon doing her own fucking hair. She tells me, oh, go have a seat in the hallway. Then she comes out and she says, oh, I got a photo shoot. You weren't supposed to be able to book the way to book. I don't give a fuck about your booking site, bitch. That's your shit. You supposed to know how to work it. If you don't know how to work a booking site, should you even be doing hair? Do you even really need a cosmetology license if you can't even figure out the fucking booking link? Okay? Then she's like, oh, well, I got a photo shoot, so I'm not going to be able to do your hair and mine, so I'm not going to be able to do your hair. I'll see if so. Okay, fine. The young man said he'll do my hair, but he has a client. I can't rush him and his client. He did his booking link right. She was able to book and get a fucking appointment. It is 2:25. My appointment was at 1, y'all. At 1. So when I'm sitting in his salon suite, waiting on him to finish up his client, and he's like, oh, she gonna come wash you. I'm like, okay, not knowing who she is. 30 minutes later, I'm like, well, who did you say was coming to wash me? She was like, oh, Tay, the girl that was gonna do your hair. But she's sitting under the dryer right now. The bitch can't even be so fucking inconvenienced to get her ass from under the dryer and at least come wash me and blow me so that when he's ready for me to sit in his seat, he can get to work. She's sitting under the fucking dryer. Shit like this make me want to go in there and yank your fucking hair from under that dryer and drag you down Peachtree. Because that's how you deserve to be treated at this point.
This
This is Oxford Park.
let's go.
We're not calling women fouls enough. Like, these teachers who are going to school in bodycon outfits, BBLs, and heels that you would wear to the club, to school, like, wanting to be attracted to children is a thing that fouls do.
Teacher Bay is the new R. Shelley. I watched the creator say that. I'm gonna jump in this conversation today, okay? Because I try to stay away from it. Listen, y'all know that out of line. The fact that this is a conversation is concerning to me, okay? And for y'all, just that think she not out of line, talk about she can't help her body. Y'all the ones that still let y'all kids play Roblox. And y'all know what's pets on Roblox. So y'all gotta stay out of grown people conversations. This conversation ain't for y'all. You gotta sit at the big girl table to have this conversation. It's for adults, okay? For all of us adults that got common sense, we know as a teacher you cannot be wearing that to work around kids. Why are you trying to be sexy around kids? Why are we talking about this? Because if a man did that, that's another point that girl Kiki brought up. If a man did that, say if he had a bit and then showing through his pants and he was wearing sexy pants, and y'all just will fucking go the fuck off. So stop with the bull. She's out of line. She do that Marie dance. Her name Teacher Bay. Come on, like, why are we talking about this? That can wear that around my motherfucking child. We going to the principal office, and I don't give a what none of y'all to say.
Listen, she spoke nothing but the truth. Not now, I told. It's good to see people finally telling the truth about this nonsense. I've been talking about this for years, and you had a bunch of irresponsible people, men and women, defending crap like this just a couple of years ago when I had to get on Art Teacher Bay. Even then, I was like, y'all gonna be cool with all this until the trans teacher bay show up. The next thing you know, you had a real-life trans teacher showing up to the school, running the woodshop class with the teenage boys. Then people started raising Cain to get him fired. Remember when I covered all that? Yeah, that's what I've been warning y'all about for the longest. I told y'all to stop going along with nonsense like this. But anyway, this time there's a new Teacher Bay out here wearing club clothes, skirts so short, so tight, stretchy, cheap Fashion Nova material, trying to get attention at the school while she's supposed to be teaching the kids. She's doing this.
Oh, look at Miss Williams. Hey, Miss Williams. It's Monday. Oh. Y'all, look at Miss Williams. Good morning, Miss Williams.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Straight up out of order. What school is this? Where's the principal? Who's the superintendent? I just need to know who's allowing this nonsense. This woman is basically trying to run up the numbers on social media, showing up to the schoolhouse with Chanel, designer bags, a teacher's salary I obviously can't afford, bending over, taking pictures, making little videos, posting them all online, and she's supposed to be a teacher. This is who they have teaching your kids, and you wonder why these kids can't read. They're having a hard time concentrating. The girls growing up trying to run to the nearest pole, and I'm not talking about the elections. Dumb as a doorknob, but they do know how to put on a wig at 13 years old. Yeah, they know how to put on false eyelashes and put on all this makeup that's making them look older than their mama. And yes, the boys are completely lost too. Can't catch a clue or even sound it out. Well, this is why. You got city girl teachers, in my opinion, taking advantage of the teacher shortage to get certified when they have no business teaching anybody. But yeah, like I've been telling y'all forever, it's very easy to jump on the city girls Carisha and JT, but the so-called educated professional city girl, that's a serious problem in modern society. From the courtroom to the boardroom to the classroom. Look at her. And I already know she's got to be at a school full of black students because there's no way Becky or Mr. O'Connor would have allowed this Jezebel to walk up in their school looking like this, talk about teaching their kids. Nah, no way.
So for the teacher that wore the inappropriate dress to that school to teach them people kids, I'm not here to tell you whether or not you was wrong. You probably knew you was wrong. You just didn't care. Because I know you looked in the mirror, saw how your butt looked at it, how your kids was sitting in that dress, and you still said, I'm gonna wear it anyway. You just didn't care. So I'm only here to inform you and the other females that think like you what is inappropriate or how can you deem certain tricky, because sometimes you be having some fake ass friends around. But number 3 is a girl's trick. And from the time you walk out in it, your girlfriend be like, damn, that body T. It's inappropriate. And here's a bonus. If you can hear that song, body yaddy 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 yaddy, in your head while you putting that down, guess what? Inappropriate.
So,
Wow. Well, let's go to the, and you think that she has a mindset like this. Let's examine O'Shea Du Jackson's channel about this woman.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I just passed my CDL exam.
Oh, boy.
On the first try, thanks to the CDL.
So this is just confirmation that Keisha Cole does not want to be saved. She likes toxic situations. She likes men mistreating her, and she's never going to get out of the situation that she's always been in with men.
Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know, her Negro news goes first, and I'm so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. My girl Keisha Cole is from the same state that I'm from, the great state of California. And she is an iconic singer of her generation. We can't even front. But as successful as Keisha Cole's career has been, family, Keisha Cole is down bad as hell. I mean, she was married to Daniel Gibson, then that didn't work. Then it was Nico Kale, then it was Antonio Brown. So then she just, was going around getting clapped up, doing all kind of stuff, right? Then she ended up with the rapper Huncho. Now, Huncho's a rapper, now reside in Atlanta. He's like 6'7", and he's a young dude, a lot younger than Keisha Cole. And Keisha Cole was really going through it with the dude. It was so bad. She had the guy's name tattooed on her, and then she got the name removed. And Tasha K finally revealed why that happened.
Keisha Cole, so remember when Keisha had broke up with Huncho and removed the tattoo? She had kept breaking up with him, and then remember the Gloss Up situation where he was doing a video with Gloss Up, and then Gloss Up was kind of throwing shots at Keisha like she was still like with him and stuff like that, and everybody was trying to figure out, why did Keisha leave Huncho? Why did she remove the tattoo? Well, exclusive! This is why. Huncho's baby mama is pregnant with another baby by him. You see her, she good and being pregnant. He hit that raw and went in Keisha raw. I don't understand how Keisha and her own ass is getting played by toddlers. Like, Huncho is literally a toddler. His baby mama is a toddler, and she's inadvertently winning and embarrassing Keisha all over this internet. You put a toddler's name on your breast, and now he's having another toddler with his baby mother who ain't got no tattoos of him, no motherfucker. Like, you have got to be kidding me. So, man, she got rid of the dude because basically he got his baby mama pregnant again while he was with her. I mean, and then, he was out there doing a whole bunch of stuff with his ex-girlfriend and other rappers and all that. Basically, he wasn't showing Keisha Cole no respect. So we thought that Keisha Cole finally was going to be out of toxic relationships, right? Boy, you sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is? Man, I was wrong. Because we just found out this.
Why would you be in a relationship with then I guess he was cheating on you or mistreating you some kind of way, and then every show that you was performing at, you were like you was gonna cry or go off or crash out, and then I thought you were starting to wisen up, and you got the tattoo removed. I was like, oh, she's finally getting somewhere. She's finally coming to her senses. Then we see this bullshit of you back with the like I said, Keisha Cole is one of those women that likes toxic situations. She likes men mistreating her because why would you go back to the if he cheated on you or whatever he done to make you get the tattoo removed?
Look who Keisha Cole them popped out with again. Huncho. Now he got his girl pregnant, they back together, and she back with him. Everybody is talking about it right now on social media, how bad Keisha Cole looked. how desperate Keisha Cole looked. I mean, she played a victim. She'd be at the concerts crying and all that. And that Keisha Cole deserves better. You only deserve better when you think you deserve better. I'm going to tell you, a lot of you brothers out there in the black community, man, dealing with some sisters that don't like Keisha Cole. She fine. She cool to hang around. Everything is clicking. And you really want to be with her. But she can't ever really appreciate somebody like you. And she's going back to guys like this. Like, she has a history of dealing with men like this. And when a woman got a history of dealing with men like this, it don't matter how much you love her. It don't matter how much you want to be with her. It don't matter how much you want to help her. Once she's like Keisha Cole and broken, that's what she needs to do for herself. She will always chase a guy like that. And you're going to have women that you meet that are just going to always be like that no matter what you do. And it's not your fault. You're going to get mad. You're going to wonder why she's choosing that dude. Because that is where she's supposed to be. And thank God you ain't got to put up with somebody hella broken, man. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've done that. And I've seen chicks that I've been madly crazy in love with go back to a dude that's all kind of down bad, broke. You know, the police kicking the door in and all that stuff. And as a man, you sit back wondering why she can't be with you. Because you don't want those problems. I'm going to tell you for a fact, you would never want somebody like Keisha Cole in your life. Nothing but heartache and...
That's very true, because this was going to lead to this. Women that do that going to lead to this. It's a behavior.
I got married and divorced on the same day.
The women who were married to non-black men, white men, to give me a hard time when they noticed that their husbands were giving me the googly eye.
Bad. You ready, bro? Like, it's loaded.
Bro, what the?
But first, you have to become someone who I would let hit. So Chloe has to get your money up.
They talk about me being a deadbeat dad and an absent dad.
Get food. As I'm walking to get food, there's a man sitting outside his car. We make eye contact. We exchange numbers. Boom. We end up doing the do. But let him know that I have chlamydia.
Yeah, you heard it right. She had chlamydia. Jesus.
Your relationship, and I don't even know how to feel about it. Let's just jump right into it. Alright? So I met this man 2 months ago, okay? And I was under the impression that this man was an LPN. Now the way that I met him was very organically. I was getting my hair done, and in the middle of me getting my hair done, I got hungry. So I went to go get food. I walked to go get food. As I'm walking to get food, there's a man sitting outside his car. We make eye contact. I continue. I go into the store. I come out the store. He starts following me. He's like, hey you, I'm talking to you. I turn around. We exchange numbers. Boom. We link up.
She belongs to the
He
streets.
still wants to take me on a date, but it's 9 o'clock at this point. It's a little too late for a date, at least where I am. Nothing's open except the casino. So we go to the casino, but nothing's open in the casino. You feel me? So ultimately, we had to just chill in the car. We had to. We chill in the car, whatever. We're getting to know each other. I mean, he's gonna know me because I don't just about myself. Long story short, we ended up doing the do.
I told you so.
Before we did the do, I let him know, because I didn't want to do the do originally. I let him know that I have chlamydia at some point this year. Yeah, I'll own it. I went and got treated for it, but I never went to go get tested again. I let this man know that. Verbatim. That's exactly what I told him. I had chlamydia, got treated, still haven't gotten tested since. Don't know if I have it, if I'm being honest with you. Exactly what I told that man. He goes, no, you don't have it. Like, you took the medicine. Like, he's trying to reassure me, like, hey, you don't have chlamydia.
Well. He's reassuring you how? Because he's an LPN?
Alright, cool, I believe you. Why? Because he told me he's an LPN. He told me he's a nurse, okay? As he's getting to know my personality, he's also letting me know, like, oh, I'm such a sweet guy. Like, you need a nice guy like me, basically. Like, because you need, like, the opposite of you. Someone's gonna calm you down. Like, he's really trying to get me to believe that he's such a nice guy, that he's a nurse, and he's not like the other guy. As he's saying all this, I'm, like, not falling for it, because part of me is just like, you're a man. You only want one thing. Like, I'm not dumb, okay?
After we do the do, this man is literally looking at me with pure disgust.
Now, this right here, this is the problem, right? This is the problem with most women of my skin color. Like, because he's an LPN, you took his word for it. Like, if I have something, right, I tell somebody I had something, and they're trying to talk me into doing it anyway, I'm thinking they got something. I'm thinking they're thinking what I have is not that bad as what I'm going to give you.
Shit.
Seriously.
You're right.
Why? Because they were scared when I was younger. What do I mean? Everybody, not everybody, but people walk around with it, and you never knew. You have to act like everybody's the enemy, but they refuse to act like that. You're talking, and not thinking. I can tell already. Even the way you're talking to us and telling your story, and you're telling it all willy-nilly, like it's okay. Like, you know this is gonna get out to the masses, right? You do know your love life is over, right? Guys, I'm telling you, I said it before. You get with a girl, do a face recognition security check. If you're getting in the West, even overseas,
Yep.
that's what you do. A face recognition security test. That's the only way you can guarantee, you know, about the person you're sleeping with. You can do one to see if she's cheating, and also you do one to see if she's on social media. Why? So you can find her.
Oh. So let's go back to what another woman says about this particular woman, and it's coming from a woman. Another woman critiquing another woman.
Style and substance.
Be safe out there in those streets. Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. We're moving on to the next one, child. Moving on to the next one. Child, this stuff is endless, though. This stuff is endless. Ex-divestor with 2 kids by her failed relationship with Zaddy tells black men that it's a privilege and an honor to be with a black woman. Privilege and honor. I'm gonna need y'all to get on over here and take care of this woman and her kids.
Wait, it is set up. Okay? Black men need to be with black women.
Yes.
If you are dating exclusively white women, you need to go to therapy. Okay?
Oh, Reaper, she got a nose ring. Oh.
Okay? And unpack that self-hatred that you got. Okay? And all the rhetoric I hear about black women are this, black women are that, I don't want to hear it. It's bullshit. There are plenty of black... Do you know how often black women seek out a man that's not black? Do you? Do you know how often black women seek out men that are not black? Even in this day and age when they very much should be. They should be like, you know what? And go get something else. If we lived in a perfect world where racism and laws and racism didn't exist, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Wait, how are you gonna be with white people and then turn around and start talking about racism? Clearly that's not the fourth most in your fucking head. We gotta be so y'all need to now come in and help her fight against the racism that she may have to deal with because she got these white kids, child. Did y'all not know that? If y'all don't get in here and go help this woman and SYC beam her up, now all of a suddenly she want to talk about racism. The woman that was having relationships with white men. Girl, if you don't go to hell, I cannot. Now this one's pissing me off. Gemini, appreciate you, boo. Member 4 months. Shout out to you. He said some of these people need medication. Lord help your people. Definitely, right?
Yes, he's right.
You said some of them. I said all of them, actually. Shout out to you, boo. I see you. I appreciate you. Wow. Now all of a sudden we got to be worried about the racism. Or not we. She got to be worried about the racism.
Love could be love. But at this, where we are right now, you have a low racial self-esteem. It should be an honor to be the black woman. It should be a privilege to be the black woman.
It should be an honor and a privilege for y'all.
It should be an honor. To be the black woman. It should be a privilege. To be the black woman. It should be standard. It should be traditional to be the black woman.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, for black men.
it wrong. I did not do what I am preaching of to do wrong.
She is admitting that she did wrong. She is admitting it. So now it's time for y'all to understand that you need to SYCBM her. She knows her mistakes. Take care of these white man's kids. Okay? You should be happy and privileged to be with a black woman that got white kids. What more do y'all want? What more do y'all want?
You have a low racial self-esteem.
Low racial self-esteem?
It should be an honor to be with a black woman. It should be a privilege to be with a black woman. It should be standard. It should be traditional to be with a black woman. For black men. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh.
But it didn't have to be traditional for her to be with a black man, but it's traditional for y'all to be with a black woman. I just want to make sure I clear that up for y'all in case you missed it.
Standard. It should be traditional to be with a black woman. For black men. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh, but Amber, I was lost in the sauce. I did not know no better.
Lost
and I always think it. I always think, oh, you're right. I did it wrong. I did not do what I am preaching to do right now. I did not do that. I know better now. When you know better, you do better.
Oh, yeah.
And there's not a man right now that's better suited for me than a man that is black.
Oh!
Just
shout out to whoever put these things together, because this is hilarious, alright? I'm sorry, this is fucking hilarious. It's an honor and a privilege for you Negroes in order to be with a black woman, specifically her. She didn't know. It's not
black men need.
She did not know. You need to be with black women and her. Y'all need to pick her the fuck up. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
Oh
you need
my
to get it
God.
together and pick her up and take her on up out of here and take care of these white
Oh
kids. Shout
my
out to the white
goodness.
people, no shade, no shade.
Right.
She didn't know. Her frontal lobe. That's what happened. Okay? I'm just here to help y'all understand. I'm just here to help y'all understand. Because you know you crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass, idiot, creature, cornball bums. Alright? I will always make sure that you remember that, okay? I will never let you forget. I got y'all. I got y'all. Shout out to Ms. AB. I appreciate you. Boom. She said, I'm a black woman. And I love BBC from the Black Man Show. Allegedly. I agree. We talked about that last night, I think.
Let me stop it right here. You see what I'm saying with these women? These women are nuts. I'm just telling you, this the type of woman that's why some men don't want to be bothered no more. This the type of women that you see on display that what represent, and it makes some good black women look bad because you got this rep what some of these women saying is out of pocket and doing out of pocket. And then the women don't even take accountability of their own doing, that they don't go back and choose. So they either pick the man and work the crap, or they go to a man of a different race that treat them like crap. But not because it's all white men. It's just that they don't know how to pick the good men, and even in some white men. So even if they go and interracially date the other men, they don't even. so is it a race thing, or So that's the excuse that some black women that go interracial, some of them do, not all. Some who interracially date do. It's like, okay, now you want to come back to the black man. No, just go to another white man. I mean, that's what your preference was. Why you want to come back to the black man? And after you oh my goodness, now you come back with this ridiculous statement. No, go and find you another white man that maybe is into interracial relationships. No, what it was, maybe there's some white men like black men see how psycho you are, so hypocritical you are. That's the reason why now you all of a sudden you come to glory and then got the nerve to say that black men do it. It's something mentally wrong with you. You got a lot of nerve saying something like that. And then we see the type of, when you do pick a black man, You pick the black men that that, like AC said, you run through and everything, and then he dogs you out. Next thing you know, now you get all this feminist, all men and crap. So now you go for a stud, which is a woman who's masculating as a man. So now you see it with a chick that has the mannerism of a dude. You ever see that? You know, so like, okay, now what's wrong? So the black man wasn't crap. The white man was prejudiced. Now you gotta go to the stud. Which is another woman in a masculine role as a black man. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. And then they wonder why any man of any race don't want to marry them. They wonder why. It is because this is the image they're putting out. And yeah, they might be pretty. Yeah, they might. Yeah, we know that black women are at a high rate of college degrees. We know that there's some black women are very attractive in bodies. But when it comes to really coming together as a family unit, some of them don't want to be family. They don't see. They want to go and say, okay, let me take a dude, and I'm okay being a single mama. In other countries, that's kind of looked down upon, because in other countries where the poverty is at, they know it. You know, a man and a woman know it takes two to make a household. They need a male and a female. That's not what's taught here in America. That's what's really sad. But I have seen some women and some divestors, they call themselves, they want a baby so bad without a man. So they went and had insemination with white men's sperm. And so now they got mixed race kids with no daddy. And then, have you ever think about when these children grow up, at some point in time, they're going to wonder who their daddy is. Even if they're mixed race, they're going to wonder who their father is. Yeah, there's a video on that they want to mix, this black women that want a mixed race child, and they would do anything to have a mixed race child without the man in the picture. Oh my goodness, raising up children by themselves, and then you wonder why. You know, the decisions that some of these women make is unfreaking believable. And the stories keep telling themselves. That's why I show it like that. And it proves AC reacts is right. Even O'Shea, it proves it. They're proving their point. This is the reason why men don't want to be bothered. Because they got to come across this kind of stuff. The men who have the resources, the men who have the good jobs, the men who have stocks and bonds and whatever. Who wants to invest in something like that? Because the men have that. Oh, if the way they look, they'll be cornballs. Then the same type of women will get mad when them same type of men, either they're here in the States or in another country with another selection of woman. A woman who has got her common sense. A woman who understands it takes two to build up. A woman that is ready to have a mindset of a wife, a girlfriend to fiance to wife. They understand. Some of these women understand. Not saying all, but some of them understand that. And so they want to, and they thinking that they want that all he's good looking, so he can be. I want him to chase me. But meantime, they want to give all their body to a Pookie. They want to give all their attention to Pookie because he excites them with toxicity. But at the same time, you know, if Pookie goes to jail, you know, then they say, okay, these men ain't worth the stuff, so they go to the white men. And the white men see what they're doing. And then they come across the one that's racist as I don't know what. They meet a certain type of white man is racist, and he used like all men do is use you as a, something that's a fantasy, as an infatuation. And you think you're gonna roll down on him. So that's why some women who are black, who go this, you see the same pattern. This is what happened. That's why they always end up single. Or single. Some of them end up with single who are single mothers. And if you check through the story, 9 chances out of 10, that's what's going on. Yeah, you might have some men that were abusive, that were jerks. But it all comes back to what decision that they made. You're the woman that's giving life, birthing another human being to the world. And you can't use your critical skills to think, if you're going to make something with somebody, you're going to do everything you can to be a wife. It don't just take you being pretty. It don't just take you being educated. It takes you to be the particular man. But this society has shamed it. And I'm not, because there's white women down here that think the same way. I've seen them online, and there's other women. And the same reason why when they see these men going overseas, then they got to take a jab at them. The same men that potentially wanted me to settle down. And then now the men who are able to have resources to live in a country and sustain an income, they get mad. And they back here saying that they're being pedos and all that stuff like that. Trying to stop it. Then you have some women that do get the money to travel overseas, and that they're going to get the American men or one of these Western men. And the Western men, like, they see you coming. They see you come over to the Philippines and Thailand, and they see what you're doing. Because you acting like you do, and then you come to the realization it's because of the currency. And maybe if you ever think about this, because you're from a Western country, okay? You know that the demographic and the currency and the money, the American dollar compared to whatever country, so that's what they make. So they might not make a certain amount like they do over here. But these Western women that are looking for this imaginary millionaires, that's what they do. And if they did go over there, they'll try to belittle a man once they, one of those men in that country, and say, well, I took care of you. You got to be obligated, and I ain't got to do this for you, and I ain't got to do all this. So why would the men in that country deal with you just as well as the men in America would do it? Because they see that coming. And you don't think they watch these videos? And that's why I said, and like he called it the Pound Tizzy tour. So you got to end up paying for it. And like I said, it's their own mouth and own action online. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, all this stuff go all around the world. And they focus on country like America. That's what they see. That's what type of women that they see and men in the chaos. And they can't believe it. And then when American men tell them go over here, that's how America, they showing it. They just don't get it, man. They just don't get it. All right, then, guys. Take care. And in your future relationship, make sure you got a woman that has a mindset of a wife if you're looking for a wife. She don't have a mindset, hey, man. Unless you want to get something, a one-night stand. But don't make your one-night stand a wife. Because you're going to see what the result of it is. Okay, then. Take care. Be blessed.